Hey everyone, and welcome back to Invest Education Hub, where our whole goal is to make investing simple, clear, and totally practical. Well, we've reached the end. This is the fourth and final episode of our big Halloween special, Financial Fears, the Halloween edition.
Wow, what a journey it's been, right? Over the past few weeks, we've stared down some of the biggest ghouls in the investing world. We've unmasked the scariest mistakes, the ones that can drain your accounts. We've tackled that paralyzing fear of just getting started. And we even exercised the sneaky emotions that can totally haunt your portfolio.
But for our grand finale, we're doing something a little different. We are not going to confront another fear. Oh no. Instead, we're going to reveal the single most powerful spell in any investor's spellbook. It's this quiet force. It works in the background, invisible, unstoppable, and honestly, it's pure magic. I'm talking about compounding.
All right, let's get right into it. The final financial spell. If there's just one concept that can change absolutely everything for you, this is it: compounding. It's like the engine that turns these small, ordinary, consistent actions into truly life-changing wealth. It is the ultimate weapon against all those financial fears we've been talking about. So, what exactly is this invisible force? What is it really? How does this magical-sounding thing actually work? Because let's be clear, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's something way more reliable, and in the end, so much more powerful. Okay, at its core, compounding is just this. It's the process where your money earns returns, and then, and this is the key, those returns start earning their own returns. It's a cycle of growth that just keeps feeding itself, over and over again. Think about it like this: a snowball rolling downhill. It starts off small, right? But as it rolls, it picks up more and more snow. And here's the cool part: the bigger it gets, the faster it grows, picking up even more snow with every single turn. It starts so slow you barely notice it, but given enough time, it becomes this huge, powerful, unstoppable force. That's exactly what compounding does with your money.
Okay, so the potion's powerful numbers. Seeing the magic in action. Look, metaphors are great, but the real magic, the proof, is in the numbers. So let's look at a real-world example and see how this actually works. And trust me, you're going to want to see this. So let's make it real. Let's say you invest just $200 a month, and we'll assume a pretty average 8% annual return over time. Nothing wild, just a steady, reasonable growth rate.
All right, so after doing that for 20 years, putting in that $200 every month, your total contribution, the money you actually put in from your pocket, is $48,000. $48,000. Remember that number.
But here's where it gets really cool. That $48,000 you put in, it didn't just sit there. Thanks to compounding, your portfolio value is now almost $120,000. Look at that. You put in $48K, but you have almost $120K. That difference, that $70-something thousand, that's not your money. That's the magic. That is pure growth.
Okay, more than doubling your money is pretty amazing. But the real magic, the real secret ingredient here is just giving it more time. 20 years is just the beginning. The truly mind-bending stuff happens when you just let that snowball keep on rolling down the hill.
Okay, now look at this. After 30 years, it's over $270,000. Now think about that. You do the exact same thing for just 10 more years, and your portfolio doesn't just grow, it explodes. And here's the craziest part. You made more money in that last decade than you did in the first 2 decades combined. Let me just say that again because it's wild. Years 21 through 30 generated more growth than years 1 through 20. That, right there, is the power of compounding kicking into high gear.
So, the rules of magic. How to make compounding work for you. Okay, you've seen the power, right? So the next logical question is, how do you actually do this? How do you make this magic work for you? Well, it's not complicated, but you do have to follow a few simple, let's call them unbreakable rules. And this is maybe the most important rule of all. The moment you stop or you start constantly moving your money around, you break the spell. It's that simple. Compounding needs momentum. When you pull your money out or even just stop putting it in, you're basically taking that big snowball and shrinking it back down. You lose all that incredible momentum you've built.
So here's how you cast the spell. 3 simple steps. Number 1, start early. Seriously, as early as you possibly can. Time is your most powerful ingredient. Number 2, be consistent.
Put it on autopilot, make sure that money is going in every single month no matter what. And number 3, stay invested. Just leave it alone, let the magic do its thing.
I love this quote. Consistency beats intensity. It just says it all, doesn't it? This isn't about trying to find a huge chunk of money to invest all at once. It's about the steady, kind of boring, reliable habit of investing small amounts over and over and over again. That consistent rhythm is so much more powerful than one big, intense effort.
Here's another way to think about it that I really like. Every dollar you invest becomes a little worker. Seriously. Each one goes out there and earns a tiny bit more for you. Then it reinvests its earnings, and that new money becomes a worker too. And pretty soon, all these little workers become this massive, powerful force, all working for you around the clock.
And that brings us to what might be the most important part of this whole thing, your greatest strength. Because it's not really about money, it's about your mindset. Harnessing this magic isn't just a financial tactic, it's a way of thinking. You know, you can't plant a tree today and expect to have shade tomorrow. It just doesn't work like that. You get it, right? You know that if you water it consistently, day after day, year after year, it will grow strong. Your investments are no different. They need that same patience, that same long-term care.
And it really boils down to this choice. On one side, you've got the short-term trick. This is what the world is always selling you. Impatience, chasing instant wins. On the other side, you've got the long-term magic. That's about thinking in decades. It's about discipline.
So you see, the real trick of wealth is that there is no trick at all. It's not some secret formula. It's just the simple, open secret of using this powerful principle consistently over a very, very long time.
So, after everything we've talked about this month, after facing all those fears, the final question really is for you. Are you ready to let its magic work for you? Because this power, it's available to literally everyone. It doesn't care about your background, only that you give it time and consistency. So, are you ready?
Thank you so much for joining us for this entire series. We really hope we've helped banish some of those financial fears for good. And hey, if you found this helpful, it would mean the world if you'd like and subscribe to Invest Education Hub. And please, always remember this: consistency will always be your greatest strength.